This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Sports Report and Sam's Mental Health Day. And Sam's Firework Report. 4th of July is maybe a fun holiday for many, but people's dogs don't think so. It's the worst dog day in the world imaginable for dogs. They can do everything they can get to get away. They can make noises, even run from your house, jumping over fences, breaking fences. They'll do anything to get away from the noise. Dogs can break through the windows to escape. If you have a four-legged dog of friends, you should stay home. With them, you're making sure your dogs have a fun stuff to play with if you're gone. Turn on the TV. Leave something for them to chew up. Also, make sure they have a microchip and finding facial recognition from Finding Rover. You can take a picture of your dog right there, and you can make it a selfie, and you can upload it. Here's that app.
Services is sounding a familiar warning, one that everybody with dogs needs to heed.
It is just a sheer state of panic for them, and the only thing that they know how to do is flee, and they'll do everything they can to get away from that noise.
When Dan D'Souza says they'll do everything, he's not exaggerating.
You will see a dog in a backyard jump a fence, dig through a fence, break through a fence. You will have dogs in a house break through a window to escape.
So what to do if you want to get out and enjoy one of the many fireworks displays around the county? D'Souza says if you love your four-legged friends, you should stay home with them.
If you have a child that's deathly afraid of fireworks, you wouldn't leave your child at home and go off. Why would you do that for a dog?
But if you're going to go anyway, and you live close enough to a fireworks display to hear the explosions, put the dogs in an isolated room with their bed, toys, things they're familiar with. Turn a TV on, tune to something like a cooking channel with calm voices. Beyond that, make sure your dogs are microchipped, and there's another way to be prepared if your dogs run away. D'Souza says check out a website called Finding Rover.
Finding Rover is facial recognition. It is really cool technology. They can do.
For the stadium, for the Chiefs, we'll get to a deal. We'll get to a deal with Jackson County, but it's time to talk about the Chiefs. The Chiefs have another tax idea, 1/8 sales tax, according to Democrat Manny Arbic. He says you need to proposal ready for in strategies. On Thursday, Kansas City, Kansas, Tyson Gardner said that Kelly said she's not in the negotiating tables. But then Tyson Gardner said this: we hope to have some hardcore negotiations, and hopefully Kelly will be on the board. She signed a bill that could lower the Chiefs and Royals into Kansas. Do the Chiefs want that 3/8 sales tax from Missouri? If they do, they will make $2-3 billion over frame, which Airbag says will compete with the stadium in Kansas, the Star Bond vote itself. Now we go. That's that. That's on Stadium. That's Sam on Sports.
West of the Truman Sports Complex, there's still an effort to try to keep the Chiefs in Jackson County, Missouri. The legislature is considering 2 different proposals just for that team at the county courthouse right now. Fox 4's Jonathan Ketz continues our live coverage tonight. Jonathan?
Bria, one of these proposals would involve the Chiefs getting 1/8 of a cent in sales tax money for the next 25 years. The other proposal calls for the Chiefs to get the full 3/8 of a cent in sales tax money for the next 40 years, but each of these would still require a full vote of the people in this county.
3/16 is not one of those things.
Jackson County legislator Manny Abarca has sponsored both pieces of legislation. One question we asked him Monday was whether the Chiefs are even on board with what he's doing.
The Chiefs have reached out since the introductory to ask more clarifying information, for which that I think is a welcomed opportunity. I think there's a lot more to talk about that I look forward to, that I think as a legislature we should get our affairs in order and figure out what our strategy is moving forward.
Our phone call and emails to the Chiefs communications office were not returned. On Thursday, Kansas City, Kansas Mayor Tyrone Garner spoke to Fox 4 just minutes after Kansas Governor Laura Kelly said she's not negotiating with the Chiefs.
We know that the lieutenant governor is going to be, after July 1st, hopefully will be in some really hardcore negotiations with them on seeing how to get them here.
We reached out to Kansas Lieutenant Governor David Tolan's office. They would not comment in time for this story. Monday was when the Star Bonds bill Governor Kelly signed took effect, aimed at luring either the Chiefs and or the Royals to the Sunflower State.
Do the Chiefs want that same offer, which is why the 2/3 or the 3/8 in sales tax is being proposed in full for just the Chiefs to be competitive? So that would generate probably between 2.2 and 2.4 billion over a 40-year time frame just for the Chiefs, which is enough to be competitive with the Star Bonds by itself.
Neither idea has passed the full Jackson County legislature, and then once again it would have to be voted on by the entire people of Jackson County, who are registered voters, in the same way the April vote failed in this county. John?
On to baseball. The Royals will play the Rockies, who have struggled this season, 30-57. The Royals lost the series to the Rays, who are all of a sudden coming back on top and trying to grab a wild card spot. For the Royals, tonight will be Cole Reagans on the tab, and for the Rockies, it'll be Kyle Farland, who has an ERA of 7.94. The Rockies are the worst team in baseball. They begin tonight at 7:10 p.m. The Angels and Cubs. The Cubs take that one 5-1. The Cardinals will play the Nationals. The Cardinals are 45-41. The Nationals are 41-46. Sonny Gray will go for the Cardinals, and Patrick Corbin will go for the Nationals. He's 1-8 with a 5.49 ERA. The Cardinals took the sweep from the Pittsburgh Pirates, which made them 45-41. To start the series, they were 42-41. Now we go on to baseball yesterday. The Royals losing 10-8. Alec Marsh was not good last night. That's baseball, and that's Sam Vaughn Sports.
I remember it was one of the worst nights of our history, and this is the 27th anniversary of the Baltimore Colts walking out on us. 9,855 nights ago, and it still makes us sick.
I think it's totally despicable.
Scott Garceau chased Robert Ursay down at the airport in January of 1984.
Today D-Day, Bob?
Today D-Day for what?
Decision?
No decisions.
No decision?
Oh, tell him that.
Just information today?
No information.
Before our microphones, Robert Ursay told us he was not moving the blankety-blank team.
I have not any intention of moving the team. If I did, I would tell you about it, okay?
But we knew he had a wandering eye. We chased him to Phoenix, Jacksonville, Memphis.
If you love the Colts, why don't you treat me right?
But we found his lawyer in Indianapolis, Michael Chernoff.
Why is there so much secrecy about all of this? Why can't you comment?
No comment.
In Indianapolis earlier today.
No comment.
You can't tell us why you're here?
No comment.
Ursay wanted us to pay for preseason games, 1 o'clock starts, improvements to Memorial Stadium. The legislature was about to use eminent domain to seize the club, so Ursay had to make a move.
I just can't believe this is happening.
Mayor Schaefer from his front steps of his home.
The Colts had to sneak out of town at night. It degrades a great tradition of the city in football.
The legendary late newsman John Stedman, who saw every Colts game home and away.
I doubt if Robert Ursay realizes tonight the full impact or the extent of his sin in pulling away a football team that was a big part of the fiber of Baltimore.
One of the greatest fans of all time, Loudy.
We've got 27 years involved at Corrals with this ball club. So why should we stop? We'll be here when the new Colts come in.
The Baltimore Ravens came to town, and the only way to erase a memory like tonight is to win the next Super Bowl in Indianapolis.
You all right?
Still hurts.
I was going to say, it's a tough trip for you back down memory lanes.